They have hard damage inside of Jin and Victor. You can't get much harder than that once you hit 6 items. And SK Telecom, they covering their last pick right now. I'm not quite sure exactly what it will be. It's a Galio, and it is locked in.
God! Alrighty then. In an interview before Kespa Cup, Faker actually said he wanted to pick, highlight, and master a champion that people would recognize as being uniquely his. Is that the Galio? We've seen support greats such as Chowster attack these minions against the Victor, who's traditionally pretty good at harassing melees when they go to clear the wave that way. And now walking forward, he's hit that level 6. Oh, the flash away! Ian preempting Faker's initiation.
Bengi would be able to follow up and knock him down. And these are the type of roams, by the way, coming in right now that I've talked about Ed, where he loves to live in the mid lane, and Bengi is here. Faker,
oh my god, even beyond exactly where he needed to be at Faker's store, because he can out-deal him. There we go, going on to Beyond, pushing him back away from his own jungle, but now trying to find something. Bengi getting locked up against the wall. There's the Tempered Fate. Chaos Storm right on top of it. Here comes the Curtain Call, but Faker's blocking it out. In the end, it's Beyond able to take out his opposing jungler. Faker trying to get out as well, avoiding that deadly flourish, and SKT effective leads even after losing a fight. Taking that mid lane turret, arrow onto Max immediately. He's gonna get caught there by the Idol Duran. Bengi gets right on top of him. There's a lot of damage coming in from Ian. It's actually gonna be Bengi going down.
Yeah, so they trade Bengi for Max right there, and that
on lock. Now, Faker also did commit his teleport down to the bottom lane. He's gonna get in there, lock up Ian, but there's exactly what you mentioned. A Bartle into a gravity field, into all this damage coming out from Ian, and while Faker is in fact ridiculously tanky, can SKT survive and escape alive? And it looks like they can, unless Ed has something to say about it. Slow down. So Prophet and Ed, both with their teleports available, head towards the bottom half of the map. But now you can actually see Ed running forward. Arrow hits onto Max. He's immediately going to QSS his way out of that and get back to a good position. Ed very tanky, but he's actually going to try to knock somebody away. Doesn't get it. Now he's beset by Bengi over the wall. There's a gravity field in the back lines, but it's not really going to lock anyone up just yet. And SKT push, and they get a little bit scary. Any fight without Ian is so much more dangerous. Keeping an eye on there, lots of CC on a Faker. He will get locked up, does still have that Idol Duran if he wants to turn it on. There's the Chaos Storm and putting out the damage, trying to push SKT back. Look at that Bulwark just heal him back up. I'm pretty sure he finished that Oh, catch on to Wolf, who's dropping incredibly low, still alive just barely somehow, and Wolf's gonna walk out. That's that Karma survivability, flashing away from Ed, and he will survive somehow. Beyond and Max the casualties though, and it looks like maybe Ed might still go down. There's the Idol Duran locking him back, and Wolf was the one that got picked, and that was exactly what SKT were able to turn around. Now Faker walking forward, way too tanky for MVP to deal with really at this point, although barely catching Bang there with a Tempered Fate, and here comes Ed to really knock that SKT carry away. Will we be able to see anybody go down? Faker actually dropping the Idol, catching multiple members of MVP, and totally turning the fight around. Ed goes in, but he's gonna go down. Faker flashing out immediately to stay alive. Prophet taking up that turret, he's gonna stay alive just barely at the end.
Now they're moving towards mid lane, and Faker's just gonna take the turret.
What's a turret? Hey, did turrets deal damage, LS?
Apparently not.
No, yeah, probably.
Telecom and how they're itemizing, you would actually think that Leandri's Torment would probably be not that bad of an item.
Faker gonna get it locked up along with Bang. Can Max land at the Cosmic Binding he needs? He does lock up Faker. There's the Curtain Call towards the backline. Faker actually taking a lot of help, but there's gonna be the Mikhail to keep him back alive even further. Chaos Storm in the backline actually chunked Bang way out, but Beyond barely surviving will keep everyone alive on both sides. And now Maha trying to put the damage out. Faker getting locked up again, but he just doesn't care. Nothing can kill this unstoppable Galio, and Faker tanking everything MVP has to throw at him.
Yeah, and that's going to be the second inhibitor of the game, falling for SK Telecom, and that thing just does
not... guy gets a little bit sadder.
Yeah.
All you need is a Galio to take it up. I don't even know how this is
that champion
his fair share of. Bang gonna get locked up there. Here comes Ed trying to knock somebody out of the fight. Faker does start tanking a little bit too much damage, but he's just unkillable. Ian in the front lines actually will pop as the second casualty there for MVP, who just does die because of it. But Faker teleporting back in to try out his invulnerability again.
Let's see him tank the fountain.
All right, he's going for it. Unfortunately, true damage does not quite work on that. So I'm just watching Faker heal up as the Nexus has the opposite effect. It will fall, and in the end, it is an 11-9 victory for SK Telecom over MVP.
Yeah, and that was a very interesting pick, and I feel like SK Telecom really surprising MVP, and MVP did not know how to respond to that.
Wolf wants a little credit for miraculously living and, of course, saving quite a few lives, potentially even Faker's a couple of times. And, of course, you can see what is, for Faker, an extremely large smile on his face after having an incredibly successful performance on a very unique.
And so Faker, once again, ruining solo queue near you. As a lot of people are going to be very horrified.
I think you mean ruining a flex queue near ULS.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Hey, man. We'll see whether